Hello and welcome back everyone, I'm Day-Glo Buffalo and this is Let's Play Technobabylon. When we last left off, we had just crashed our food machine. Chefy, the chef. And then we had done that in order to trick it into giving us a metal fork. Which it wouldn't give to us because they were afraid we were going to commit suicide with it, with a metal fork. Metal knife, I can see. A fork? It's going to be a lot more difficult. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. There's one thing I noticed in the last part when I recorded it, and since I haven't rendered it yet, I'm not really sure how that's going to work out in the end. I get some kind of wonky frame rate issues in certain situations, especially when, I think when Latha, was that her name? Was in the trance. So, yeah, I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Hopefully it'll render fine. If it doesn't render fine, you're probably never going to see this, so there's not even a point in talking about it. But anyway, and I've also slightly speeded up the game so that characters move slightly well, actually, she doesn't seem to move really any faster. So, let's see. No, she still moves the same speed. Is it maybe the recording software that limits the game? That could be it. Well, anyway, I guess there's nothing we can do about that, so let's just keep going. So we got our metal fork and a metal tray, so we can use the fork to open a door panel.
Got it.
And she's out. What the hell just happened? Whoa! So, her apartment just blew up? Well, it makes sense. That's why she would be locked in if somebody wants to kill her. Lock her in and blow her up. Why would anybody want to kill her, of course? 10. Suicide City. Wait a second, we went from 1 to 10, so it's binary. 20 hours earlier, because 10 is 2 in binary.
This is it. Animus Organics. You think Central's right on this one?
I still don't think an AI, however powerful, could predict a crime like this.
However, if it does help us catch the Mindjacker.
Central hasn't exactly been generous with the details. I don't really think we're gonna find anything here. There are other, stronger leads we ought to be chasing.
Okay. Oh, so now we're somebody else. We're this guy. Looks kind of like a police officer, and
Hey,
this woman.
Yeah?
Okay,
I've lost
Mindjacker.
count of the number of times the Mindjackers struck.
In Newton or globally?
Oh, just a figure of speech. He's been on the rampage for too long, but now he's in our territory.
Should give us the advantage.
The Mindjacker. So it's somebody's hijacking minds. So sounds kind of Ghost in the Shellish.
Do we have any ideas about our perp?
The fact that he's stealing data straight from living neural wiring is disturbing, but it tells us a couple of important things.
Oh?
Well, previously caught Mindjackers have usually burnt out after 1 or 2 attacks. Sharing a whole other's brain worth of data is pretty taxing.
So we're looking for someone with a really specialized wetware setup in their heads. Pity that won't tell us what they look like.
The other problem is how slippery this guy is. Only fragments of appearances on camera, no clear witnesses.
Which means he's either a master of disguise,
Or there's some pretty high-up collusion to hide him. That wouldn't surprise me if he were a business hire.
still, after this many hits, he may start to slip.
Even if it's just his psyche breaking.
Okay, so yeah, definitely kind of Ghost in the Shellish. So
At least we
previous
managed to link the previous mindjackings to one suspect.
It's the MO. Historically, Mindjackers have used some kind of external gear. They use another system to extract, before storing it in their own neural tissue.
So they'd need a terminal.
Which is usually how we catch them. It's conspicuous.
But our Mindjacker's not behaving the same way?
No. His tools appear to be built into his own bodily wetware system. Some kind of resonance imager in his body, maybe.
Whatever it is, it's less invasive as well.
Exactly. His victims suffer massive hemorrhages, but no external injuries. State of the art, but a dead giveaway.
So lots of exposition. It would seem kind of weird that if they're working together, they haven't talked about this yet. But anyway.
So, Central predicted our Mindjacker was going to strike here.
You don't trust it?
I just don't understand how it came to that conclusion.
Obviously, we're doing our jobs right. We collect data, which Central interprets. Based on that data, it maps a pattern.
But why isn't it a pattern that we could see?
It's not only us. Central's got all of the city, the whole net to draw on.
But it won't tell us how it's come to the conclusion where the Mindjacker will strike. Does it think we can't understand? Is it concealing something?
Just be glad we've got an advantage like Central.
I still don't like it.
You don't like that Central's predicted this, do you?
It's not how investigations are supposed to be done.
Admit it. You're afraid your job's going to be stolen by machines. Kind of like weavers, factory workers, authors.
Just how old do you think I am? No, don't answer that. I just don't like having that key bit of information kept from me.
You need to learn to work with Central. It's not our enemy. It works for us as we work for it.
Animus Organics.
That's what the sign says. They're one of the city's largest computational biotech firms.
What do they make?
Wetware mostly. Wouldn't be grown here. Probably in Eurofed.
This place is just the offices?
Regional headquarters, Central tells me. Do we know why it predicts the next attack will take place here?
It won't share that with us. Need to know. A high-tech firm like this must have secrets worth something to a Mindjacker. Wetware, huh?
Yeah. Specifically for forming neural connections between systems. The blue stuff. The nanomachines keeping the modern world running.
It's funny. When I think nanomachine, I picture tiny gears and turbines. When really, they're just bits of proteins and macromolecules.
They still perform all kinds of mechanical tasks. Just smaller.
I guess I'm technically more of an expert in them than you are. I used to make them for a living.
Yeah, but you wouldn't know what to do with them anymore. Organic computing. That's my field.
Let me know if you find anything.
Will do, Regis.
All right. So, major exposition dump. Animus Organics, so I guess we gotta go in.
Hey, anyone there?
Doesn't look like anyone's around.
Cell Cruiser. Actually, what do we have? Traveler and Jolt Gun. The Cell-issue Traveler. Like the civilian models, in many ways capable of making calls and running apps. The specialized model carried by Cell possesses more powerful sensors and encryption. So a smartphone, basically. The Traveler's sonograph is picking up very little ambient activity in the building. An electroshock weapon with an output of between 2 and 8 million volts. This tool uses an ultraviolet laser to ionize a channel of air, allowing electrical charge to pass from the device to its target. While intended as a compliance tool rather than a lethal weapon, care must be taken in its use to prevent accidental fatalities. Alright. Can we... Well, we already went to reception, so here's the elevator. Let's take a look at the elevator controls.
The elevator's locked. Panel says authorized personnel only.
I guess we need to find someone who counts as authorized, then.
Well, it needs a metal fork. The controls for summoning the elevator. A keycard slot sits below the panel. What the...
What the hell?
Okay, we have a body. I guess we found our crime.
What'd you find?
A security card. This man was custodial staff, a janitor.
Probably not our Mindjacker's target, then.
Still, I don't think this was an accident. We need to find out what's going on here.
This man is the victim of a long drop, but from where and why?
A security access card with a holographic patch.
So can we use it on the elevator?
It's unlocked floor 26 for us.
Must
I
be
guess
where
that's
its
a
owner
yes.
was working.
Another corpse.
Damn it all.
Burns all around the planar nodes and his wetware wiring. Yeah, this is our mindjacking victim.
Central was right.
The attack was recent, maybe minutes ago. The mindjacker was probably interrupted by the janitor who ended up on the street.
There's only one other way out of here, to the roof. We need to get up there before he escapes again.
Okay. There's an office here. Oh, there's stairs.
Locked.
That keypad's probably got something to do with it.
This keypad must be to stop people getting up on the roof.
It's old-fashioned, but effective. Kind of like you.
Hey,
I guess we need the key code or a metal fork.
his ID badge says Gerbach, Avery. He's an HR supervisor.
If the mindjacker's in corporate espionage, it's a pretty strange target.
Have Central run his data. See if it can flag anything.
Well, HR is a pretty important office in a corporation. They know everything about everybody
the attack
in
was
there.
recent. Maybe minute.
The mindjacker was probably didn't want to.
We already heard this. So, active terminal, locked terminal. Okay, Atwood R. from Atwood Roy, HR Management. Received 9th of July 2087. Subject, the roof. There's a time and place for the trance, and it's not up on the roof. Yes, it's private, but it's also extremely dangerous. Therefore, management's asked me to keep the roof access locked. Unless it's an emergency. FYI, trance cravings do not count as emergencies. Seriously, Avery, you're great at your job, but you need help. Animus CR. Animus Customer Relations, received 9th of July 2087, subject public statements. The management of Animus Organics would like to remind colleagues not to make statements to the press regarding product safety. An investigation into recent high-profile exponential wetware growth, or grey goo, accidents is underway and will be released when completed. Publicity Management. From Central, received 9th of July 2087, subject exposure conditions to Avery Gerbach. Please be aware that tomorrow's midday UV exposure index is expected to peak at 8. Your genetic background indicates a propensity to melanoma. Please take extra care in order to maintain long-term health. The Newton centralized government advises you to restrict outdoor movement to after sunset except where vital. From Qutb Salman, received 8th of July 2087, subject congratulations. Hey man, just wanted to say, big rats on the engagement. She's really a swell girl, and I know you guys are going to be happy together. Catch you after work at the den. Sal. Okay, that doesn't really help us very much. Well, the one guy just said that they had locked the roof, but he obviously didn't give him the code, so we can't write any messages in his name. There's a locked terminal. The terminals have been locked with biometric security. There's a telephone. I want to see if I could open these drawers. Another locked terminal. There's an office and a nameplate.
I can't figure that out.
You can't figure that out? You can't figure the nameplate out? Read it. Plaque identifying ownership of the office. Roy Atwood, HR Operations Manager. This must be who's in charge of this floor. Maybe we can find something in this office. Apparently the owner of this cubicle has gone home already. Well, go in and search it. Toss the place. And find a code for the roof. Locked biometric security.
That'd be a waste.
I guess so. So I guess there's nothing else to do but to use the phone. Arctus, Dorset, Atwood, Roy. Huh. Clace Manson, Urona, Diener, Gallant Pat, Matt Zolf, Philippe, News. Can we call Philippe?
Hello, this is Philippe. I am away on assignment at the moment for 1 month. If you wish to leave me a message, you can do so after the beep. Or if you have a story, please contact the news desk directly.
It's interesting how they wrote the subtitles with a French accent. So, well, let's try and call the boss, I guess. Atwood, Roy.
I think I found the office manager's contact.
See if he'll help us. Remember, be consistent when you're talking to him.
What? Who is this? Do you have any idea what time it is?
Mr. Atwood, my name is Dr. Regis. I'm an investigator for Cell.
What? I mean, what's happened?
I just need to ask you a couple questions. There's some trouble at your office. It's an emergency. Well, there's some
We're
trouble at your
investigating a
office.
serious incident in your workplace. I need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, Nuke, what happened?
You're not in trouble. Can you give us access to the roof? We need your access code.
We need to get up to the roof from your office. We have reason to believe someone we're pursuing has made their way up.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'm the one with the code, but management's ordered me not to let people up there. That's why we've got the lock in the first place.
None of this will come back to you. I don't think you realize how serious this is. Do you want to wind up in jail too? I don't think you
This
realize
is a serious incident, Mr. Atwood. Time is slipping away, and a serial killer might be as well.
What? Really?
We need your assistance to bring him in. Do you think you'll be able to help us?
Sure. I'll do what I can. You want the roof code? It's 6167.
Thanks. Other Cell agents may contact you later for more information.
Sure, no problem.
6167. Six one six seven. Access granted.
Come on, we've almost caught up with him.
There, oh, it's the guy from earlier.
The Mindjacker!
Freeze, Cell agents.
We're Cell agents. Dropped the weapon. You are under arrest.
You're under arrest on suspicion of illegal trafficking of neural data, breaking and entering, and homicide.
Let's not forget, shooting at Cell agents!
Drop the weapon. There's no escape.
Lay down your weapon and put your hands above your head.
Does that ever work?
Sometimes. It was worth a try.
It's got a lot of bullets. Cell agents, there's
The
no
only
escape.
way off this rooftop is down, either with us or over the edge.
Frankly, the second one's fine by me.
She's not helping. I guess he agreed with her.
What?
Oh, he's got a jetpack. Why don't we have a jetpack? What is that up there? It's like a spaceship. A spaceship? What is that?
What? He had lifting gear?
He's escaping by aerostat.
Central, our mindjacking suspect has fled the scene by air.
Interceptors dispatched. Delcorp officers have arrived on scene at Animus. Please return to headquarters for debriefing.
Nuke it. We were so close.
Okay, so we're heading back. Cell headquarters.
Lau,
She's
Max.
sleeping.
What? Huh?
Were you sleeping on duty?
Sleep? No, I was trancing. For work, of course.
Dr. Lau was submitting her case report.
We were so close. Have you found the aerostat he escaped to?
No records have been found of such a vehicle.
What?
Radar and air traffic records show no aerostat present at that time, and no communications traffic has been identified regarding the aerostat.
Maybe he deleted them? Covered his tracks?
That would require access to an improbable number of systems, including my own. Such an undetected intrusion into central systems is implausible.
Are you saying we're lying?
It is possible that you were mistaken. Human error. For the moment, you are advised to pursue other lines of inquiry.
If you say so. Something's going on here.
Alright. We're back in control, I guess. And we can click on the waste paper bin.
Trying to
Cables.
tidy Lau's desk for her is a battle lost before it's even fought. That's what she says, like it was something from the art of war.
A number of cables run directly into the building's electrical and data flow systems from Lau's desk. Apparently her customized wetware gear sometimes requires tremendous resources, and she doesn't care how many of the building's technicians complain about her pulling floors open. Fair enough. Can't look outside. Waste chute. Careful. If you put your arm in there, you'll lose it. If something needs to be destroyed for confidentiality reasons, this is where it goes. Anything in here is gone forever, after thorough scrutiny by Central, no doubt. The memory hole of Orwellian. Well, in Orwellian terminology. Screens. You've already got the preference set up the way you like them. The screens run through all of the available data pertaining to the Mindjacker. Door. Ooh, camera. Better not. They're already starting to suspect it's your fault. The camera is needed to be replaced 4 times in a year. Huh.
One of Central's fisheye cameras. Someone has covered it in tape.
Who might that someone be? So let's check out our terminal. So what do we have? We have VoIP, but we don't have a directory. Viksha and Charlie, May 2066. Centralized emergency logistics. News. Eurofed adopts metric time. Okay. Well, I don't think this really has... A time of day used to be divided into 10 hours, each with 100 minutes made up of 100 seconds. Well, if they say so. Latest scores. Kabaddi, Newton, 55-37, UAE. Match in progress. Weather City of Newton, currently dry with high outbreaks of rain expected later this evening. Temperature 12 degrees Celsius, 53.6 Fahrenheit. UV index midday 7-8. Use SPF 30+ and wear protective clothing. Chishiki says a day and a night for staying indoors. Alright. So, Wednesday, July 9th. Wait a second, didn't we get a bunch, or didn't the other girl, Latha, get a bunch of emails on the 10th? So why is it? Centralized Emergency Logistics. Case file NF148 2087/42. Category class for information larceny with composite harm to health of individual targets, i.e. mindjacking. Case officers assigned: Regis, Dr. C, primary, Lau, Dr. M, secondary. Outline. Beginning in March 2087, a string of data theft attacks have been carried out within Newton. Using a process of resonant modulation with subjects' neural wetware, the information contents of individual victims' brains is being destructively removed with fatal consequences to targets. Victims to date, 18. Newton unknown, global total. Identity of perpetrator not known. The subject appears exceptionally skilled at infiltration and may have inside help from larger sponsors. He also has a jetpack. Action. Case specialists Regis and Lau are assigned to compile all available data on Mindjacker's activity, including investigation of latest targets for analysis by Central. Okay, this is all the information we have. Emails from null@null.node. Received 99 ASDF 9?99. Subject: your legacy. It is very important that you download and activate this package in a secure location as soon as possible. Tell no one lives depend on it. Well, just like the other email that Latha got from the Oklahoman colonel, this doesn't seem promising at all, but oh well. Message.pck. You downloaded the data package to your traveler. You're unsure who this might be, an informant perhaps? As much as you dislike the cloak and dagger approach they've requested, you'll take any help you can get right now. Santiago, Dr. V. Received 9th of July 2087. Subject: howdy. Hey Charlie, why are you hogging Lau so much? The rest of us need a wireheading on cases as well. I can probably guess why you're not letting go of her. Why hey. But seriously man, give the rest of us a turn. VFR Surgical. From VFR Medical. Received 09 July 2087. Subject: functional wetware. Dr. Regis, as per our discussions at your last checkup, you have still not opted for enhanced neuroconnective wetware. While not yet critical, please remember that your work will be increasingly difficult as support for non-WW systems is phased out. VFR medical support. So they want him to get a wetware rig. From Fulcrum Admin. Received 8 July 2087. Subject: fixed costs. Charles Regis, your monthly payments of Quanta, is it right? 8,100 for the rental of the Tier 42 Northwest Balcony Garden has been processed. Approval for continued use granted by E. Vargas, Centralized Administration. Thank you for your continued contribution to the city's green skyline. Central. Cell from Central. Received July 8th, 2087. Subject: continued vandalism. Dr. Regis, the optical feed from your office is no longer functional. Based on past examples of your behavior, I believe it likely to be your own hand. While you may object to perceived surveillance, please recall that this is for your safety and that of other cell staff. Okay. Vanderwall. From Vanderwall. Giel. Received July 8th, 2087. Subject: no. Dr. Regis, apparently my previous answer was unclear. No, I will not help you with your investigations, despite your crude threats. If you continue to make baseless accusations about any supposed ties I am alleged to have with organized crime, you shall be hearing from my lawyers. Alright, and from Weissmall, Dr. Petra. Received July 8th, 2087. Subject: Baxter. Hi Charlie. I'm afraid it doesn't look good regarding Baxter. Central has approved the parole. Don't take it personally. It's not like they ignored your input, but, well, you're not exactly going You're not exactly going to be the most objective person after what he did to you and your wife, are you? What did he do to me and my wife? So, that's it for email, huh? So we got that attachment that... Here it is.
I trust Max, but I know Central would hear everything in cell headquarters.
So we have to get out of cell headquarters to look at that. Oh well. Well, I guess we'll find out what's on that in the next video. So for now, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like or a comment below and maybe subscribe. Well, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next part. So until then, have a good one.